I'd like to thank those of you who have suffered through my uh, videos that I've posted in the last week or two. I guess the reason that I really did it is because there are a lot of things with respect to race relations in this country and attitudes that really bother me. And I look at things like the education process in this country. We are absolutely afraid to speak the truth about black culture and black issues. We hear the statistics, the number of young black men being murdered, primarily by other young black men, the number of young black men in prisons. We have Barack Obama, who sat in a black liberation theology pew for 20 years, listening to black theology being espoused by Reverend Wright. Black theology, or black liberation theology, goes all the way back to the days of Marcus Garvey, W.D. Fard, and even before that. I mean, there were people going back to the 1700s. And it really all comes back to what Booker T. Washington said regarding the crabs in the barrel. One tries to crawl out, another one pulls him back. I mean, blacks have reached a point where they feel required to be black. And being black means speaking what somebody foolishly tried to pass off as Ebonics. There's no such thing as Ebonics. There is English, and that's it. Yes, there are variations. I mean, we have the King's English, and we have Americanized English, and we have people with accents. But I don't think you can find too many European families, or Asian families, or Mexican families who have been here for more than 2 or 3 generations whose children don't speak good English. And that's one of the, other than our physical appearance, the first thing that people notice is what comes out of our mouth. And I look at the inability to speak correctly as just an absolute anchor tied around the necks of black people. And I don't believe they even really understand that black liberation theology only helps a small group of people. And those are the people who espouse it, whether it's Al Sharpton, J.D. Moss, Jeremiah Wright, Jesse Jackson. It doesn't matter. Those are the people who are getting rich. The average black person just gets driven farther and farther and farther down into the welfare system and into the prison system and into everything that's negative. As I said earlier, they can't assimilate into white culture because other blacks will not tolerate it. If they try to assimilate, if they try to speak proper English, they're called an Uncle Tom, or worse. And I'm tired of it. I've known a lot of hard-working black people, but even as I talk to them, I know they're not going to advance very far because of the way they speak and because of the crap that's been fed to them by liberal Democrats and black liberation theologists. James Cone has made a fortune off of that. What good does that do a guy living in a ghetto? Nothing. It gives him no hope. It gives him no promise. It gives him no future. The only thing that can do that is an education, and for him to say, look, I don't give a fat rat's ass what you think or how you speak or anything else. I'm going to succeed in this society the way everybody before me has succeeded. And to do that, I'm going to, number one, get an education and learn to speak properly. Number two, I'm going to choose very carefully who I spend my time with and who I call a friend. And number three, I'm going to stay out of trouble and work hard, realizing that I may have to start at the bottom. But if I can work hard enough and do my job well enough, not only will I not be denied, I can't be denied. No one can deny success when you've earned it. It's that simple. Yeah, I know. I know that Jesse Jackson and all the others are going to tell you, well, yeah, but, you know, you're going to be making $50,000 a year where the white guy's making 70. That's bullshit. That is total and complete bullshit. But it's bullshit they dearly want you to believe. What have they done for you? Name one thing, not two, not 10, one thing that they have done for you as an individual person, as a citizen of the United States of America. They haven't done a damn thing for you. You know, you let a incident happen where police beat a black guy up. Oh, they're going to run there as fast as their little feet will carry them because that gets them on TV, it gets them publicity, and it's probably going to get them some money. But what about the guy that got beat up? He's just left in the dust. Once it's over, once it's not newsworthy, they're done with it. And they're done with you. And you get to go right back to the same damn ghetto that they've been keeping you in for the last 200 or 300 years. It's time to stand up, step up, and get the hell out of there. And it can be done. It's been done by white people. I mean, they used to hang out signs that said no mix need apply, which referred to Irish people when they first came over here. They took jobs in New York City as police, because the police were looked down on like dogs. They wouldn't even give them a decent badge to wear. That's where the name copper comes from. They gave them a little copper badge to wear. But they wore the badge, and they wore it with pride. And they did the job so well that they just could not be denied. And nobody can be denied in this country if they're willing to put the effort out and work. But if you want to sit around and believe that you're a victim, you want people to make excuses for you and apologize for your stupidity and your lack of effort to learn anything, fine. You'll just keep going exactly like you're going right now. There's one damn thing that I've learned in life. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over and expect a different result. It just doesn't work. So look around at what your friends are doing. Look around at what your relatives are doing. And if it's not working for them, don't do it. Find somebody, I don't care who it is, I don't care what color they are, I don't care what they do. Find somebody who's successful. Watch what they do. Do what they do. And you can't be denied. It can't be done. I can promise you, if you want to be an insurance agent in the state of, any state in the United States, if you're smart enough to pass the exam, no one can stop you from getting the license. And they wouldn't try even if they could. There's no point. Why would they want to do that? Same thing with a medical license. If you're qualified, you can get the license. A real estate license. If you're qualified, you can get it. The key to it is you, Y-O-U, have to be qualified. And if you refuse to do that because your homies are more important, or running some rap is more important, or just plain bullshit, day after day after day, you're going to keep living the same way you're living now. And you know the real tragedy to that is your kids and your grandkids and their grandkids. I don't care how much the government gives you. They can't give you self-respect. You can only earn self-respect. Nobody can give it to you, and once you've earned it, no one can take it away from you. So for those who have listened to these essays, albeit boring and slow and on, I appreciate it very much. And there is equality in the United States of America, but you have to stand up and take it. You don't do it in anger. You don't do it in violence. You do it through hard work and dedication. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching this video.